Hey lover, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time here, you're welcome also. My name is Love John and I make educative videos as this. Consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell beside the subscribe button to not miss out on other educative videos. In this video, we'll be discussing the ISTP personality type. Now, if you're a little confused on this, please click the link on the screen right now or down in the description box for explanation on the personality types, their meanings and breakdown of other personality types. I wouldn't want to go into details in this video to not overwhelm you. With that being said, let's get started on the ISTP personality type. The ISTP primary mode of living is focused internally, where you deal rationally and logically with things. The ISTP secondary mode is external, where you take things in through your five senses in a literal, concrete fashion. ISTPs have a compelling drive to understand the way things work. You are good at logical analysis and like to use it on practical concerns. You typically have strong powers of reasoning, although you are not interested in theories or concepts unless you can see a practical application. You like to take things apart and see the way it works. We can conclusively say you have an adventurous spirit. You are attracted to motorcycles, airplanes, skydiving, surfing, and so on. You thrive on action and you are usually fearless. You are fiercely independent, needing to have the space to make your own decisions about your next step. You do not believe in or follow rules and regulations because this will stand in the way of wanting to do your own thing. Your sense of adventure and desire for constant action makes you prone to becoming bored rather quickly. You are very much loyal to your cause and belief, and also a believer of fair treatment and equity. Although you do not respect the rules of any system, you faithfully follow your own rules and guidelines. You therefore will not take part in something which violates your personal laws. You are also extremely loyal and faithful to those you take as brothers. ISTPs like and need to be alone because this is when they can sort things out in their minds clearly. You absorb large quantities of impersonal facts from the external world and sort through those facts, making judgment when you are alone. Because you are action-oriented individuals, you like to be up and about doing things. You are not individuals that sit behind a desk all day and do long-range planning. You are adaptable and spontaneous. You respond to what is immediately before you. You usually have strong technical skills and can be effective technical leaders. You focus on details and practical things. ISTPs avoid making judgments based on personal values. You feel that judgments and decisions should be made impartially based on the facts. You are not naturally tuned into how they are affecting others. You do not pay attention to your own feelings, you rather distrust them and try to ignore them because you have difficulty distinguishing between emotional reactions and value judgment. This may be a weakness area for many ISTPs. An ISTP who is overstressed may exhibit rash emotional outbursts of anger, or on the other extreme may be overwhelmed by emotions and feelings which they feel compelled to share with people that is often inappropriate. An ISTP who is down on themselves will foray into the world of value judgment, which is a place that is not natural for the ISTP. Those judge themselves by their inability to perform some task. They will then approach the task in a grim emotional state, expecting the worst. But still, ISTP are excellent in the crisis situations, usually good athletes and have very good hand-eye coordination. They are good at following through with a project and tying up loose ends. They usually don't have much trouble with schools because they are introverts who can think logically. They are also usually patient individuals, and although they may be prone to occasional emotional outbursts due to not paying attention to their own feelings. You have a lot of natural ability which makes you good at different kinds of things. However, you are happiest when you are centered on action-oriented tasks which requires detailed logical analysis and technical skill. You take pride in your own ability to take the next correct step. You are optimistic, full of good cheer, loyal to your equals, uncomplicated in your desires, generous, trusting and receptive people who want no part in confining commitments. ISTPs are generally extremely capable individuals who are good at most things which interest them. You are usually bright, interesting and exciting individuals with a lot to offer. You live almost entirely in the present moment and usually do not make commitments beyond the immediate foreseeable future. You strongly prefer to take things one day at a time rather than make long-term commitments. If a relationship interests you and satisfies your need, you will engage every demand on a daily basis to keep the relationship strong and healthy. Should you lose interest in a relationship, your natural tendency will be to move on. You are a good listener, you are very self-confident, you are generally optimistic and fun to be with. You are practical and realistic, you handle daily concerns. You are not threatened by conflict or criticism. You are able to live a relationship with relative ease once it is over. You are able to administer punishment although you are not interested in doing so. You are likely to respect others' needs for space and privacy. You live entirely in the present. You have difficulty with long-term commitment. You are naturally good at expressing feelings and emotions. You are not tuned into what others are feeling. You may be insensitive at times. You have a tendency to be overly private and hold back part of yourself. You need a lot of space which you don't like to have invaded. You thrive on action and excitement and may stir things up to create it. Number 1, you have a natural ability to focus and become one with your immediate environment. This ability allows you to be great athletes, dancers, and musicians. You have an innately graceful connection with the physical world. Number 2, you are highly in tune with your physical surroundings and therefore have a well-developed aesthetic appreciation. You appreciate beauty. If you are so inclined, you may develop your ability to control the physical world into some form of art expression and become artists. Number 3, you are exceptional troubleshooters in emergency situations. You can quickly take in the correct situation and apply logic immediately to take steps that control the problem. Since the ISTP's use of logic is based on their personal experience, your ability to troubleshoot will get better and better as you gain more experience. For this reason, ISTPs who are mechanics, technicians, and computer analysts, for example, often achieve the guru status after they have been working in the field for a long time. You are very sexual and earthy people. You usually have a good deal of sex appeal and attractive sexuality. 1. The ISTPs get stuck and only do those things that are known and comfortable to the ISTP. 2. The ISTP resists and rejects anything that doesn't support their own experiential understanding of the world. If there is a conflict between their own way of life and something that they encounter, they don't perceive that something in an objective sense. Rather, they reject it to avoid conflict and to preserve the sanctity of their inner world. 3. They choose to surround themselves with people who support their own way of life and reject people who think or live differently. 4. They may become overly paranoid about social organizations and institutions trying to control them. 5. They may unknowingly or uncaringly hurt feelings. 6. They may be completely unaware of how to express their inner world to others in a meaningful way. 7. They may be completely unaware of the type of communication that is often desirable and to some degree expected in an intimate relationship. If they are aware of the kind of things that are appropriate to say and do to foster emotional bonding, they may be unable to appreciate the value of such actions. They may feel too vulnerable to express themselves in this fashion and so reject the entire idea. Number 8. If stretched beyond their elastic limit to form commitment or emotional bonds, they may reject a relationship entirely. 9. Under stress, they may show intense emotions that seem disproportionate to the situation. ISTPs who have developed their extroverted sensing to the extent that they regularly take in information in an objective fashion rather than strictly to support their own way of life will enjoy these special gifts. 1. They will have attractive and compelling personalities and will be well liked and accepted by most people. 2. They will be quite intelligent and able to work through difficult problems. 3. They will usually understand the benefits of close relationships and understand how to support and enhance these relationships. 4. They will be able to handle just about any task that they are posed with. For my last word for this week, it is taken from Proverbs 2 verse 11, and it says, "Wise planning will watch over you. Understanding will keep you safe." This is the New Living Translation. Make sure you like, comment, and share. Also, subscribe if you are yet to. See you in my next video. I love you all. Bye.